we're not welcome here. Fire! I affirmed for it and it manifested pretty fast. Literally broken. It would be half as fun if I got the right cable. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina. I'm on the go, as you can tell, because my mother and I are taking some time together finally, because I think it's 2.5 or 3 weeks ago that we actually went out together, and at least 5 weeks ago that we had a coffee. So today we're having a nice coffee before we're going to our comic book store, and then we take the time and sit down, having a coffee, having a break, just enjoying the moment. I know, super random, but I thought I'm going to show you anyways. I was about to start a new video when I realized that I haven't finished this one, so I want to guide you through the pre-Christmas week, which was an absolute roller coaster ride because it was the lowest of the low and the highest of the high for the whole year. And when it comes to the low part, it was one of the lowest lows I've ever had in my life. It was a private disaster and it took down everything. This took place a few days after my mother and I had the business talk in a cafe, and this threw everything out of balance, and everything we talked about, all the ideas we had and everything we wanted to create and try out and renew was completely left behind, and we couldn't bring ourselves to do anything so far. And it's already 1 month later, so I'm pretty late with editing this, and everything was broken, literally broken. But then the highest of the high was occurring. So first, the week before, I won a book and a giveaway, and I affirmed for it and it manifested pretty fast. And then even though I almost gave up on it, getting a graphic tablet, and I actually was like affirming negatively, but I always saw myself, I always had the vision of myself drawing on a graphic tablet on a proper device, and this shows that the visual and the emotional part is stronger than the part what you're actually saying. So when I said to myself, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I will never have a graphic tablet. I always saw myself anyways sitting there with a graphic tablet in my hands and drawing. And when you say, I don't get a graphic tablet, but you have the visuals that you have a graphic tablet, the brain does not recognize the not or the don't, because you see yourself having that tablet, if that makes sense. I don't know if you're into the whole affirmation thing. However, I now have a graphic tablet. Screen protector is still on because the next problem arises. The cable is kind of so the cable is pretty short, and I will definitely not draw on the computer in our office. In my last video I talked about how the office is so cold and dark and not nice, and I definitely don't want to draw in the office in that little tiny space where I'm not comfortable in. And as I'm mostly drawing in the evening, I also don't want to sit on a computer. So what I need is an extension. What I need is an extension cable, and it would be half as fun if I got the right cable at the first time. So of course I ordered the wrong cable first, or we bought the wrong cable first, and we brought it back a few days ago. Did not have the kind of cable I needed, I hopefully needed. In stores I ordered it online and it should come today. By today it should be delivered. I'm really excited to try it out if it works or if I need a different cable. This really took a very long time and it was frustrating and my nerves were on fire. I didn't know what to do, and my mother and I, we were crying and screaming, and we're not people that scream. So we scream very little. We sometimes get a little louder, but we don't really scream. Another factor that comes in is that we know that we're not welcome here. And even through this is our zone, and we notice all the bad vibrations coming from below. Moreover, there's constant noises from below and also from the outside. The whole day we cannot find peace for ourselves. In the evening we want to read, we want to draw, we just want to enjoy the silence, but there's constant television noises from downstairs, and it's kind of a rumbly, confusing sound, and it always throws me off and I can't concentrate. For me personally, these noises really interfere with my own frequencies. I'm overstimulated, I'm overwhelmed by it, and then there are rowdies outside. I'm calling them rowdies because they kick bottles around, they're loud, they're playing music, they're vulgar, and I think it's enough complaining. So the situation gets worse by the day, and we have been through a lot of noises in our life. This is the worst we've ever been, and of course we're on edge, and we just can't get ourselves into a proper thinking process, and we can't really do what we want to do, and therefore we started to declutter a lot more. And that's why Pamela is right here in the back, that you don't see all the mess behind and all the mess that's over here, because we always take everything into the living room, sort it out, and then throw things away or donate it or sell them and so on. Enough rant, enough complaining. The next thing I want to talk about is... oh, I already talked about everything I wrote down. That's wonderful. And by the way, if you have any recommendation regarding drawing apps, leave them down below, because I'm still considering if I keep using Ibis Paint or if I'm switching to Clip Studio Paint, and I would like to know what you personally use. And so another thing that happened when my mother was in the mood to do a spontaneous engraving, I will leave the link down below, and here's a little sequence of it. And now it's time for me to patiently wait until the postman comes and brings my cable, because I really want to draw in the evening. It's time to get this baby into action. 1 week and another cable later, now I think I got it.